What's up, Wolfpack fam? It's your boy Kid back at it again. Hope you're doing well. Continuing my journey of Dad's Army with my boys, Mainwaring and the rest of the crew. So, what adventures are going to lie onto this week's episode? I got to stay tuned to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Snacks is not included. Damn it. You got to bring it home. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Absolutely free to do. Let's get this journey started. Snacks not included. Let's freaking go.
21, but he comes home each evening and he's ready with his gun. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think all England's done?
Manager.
Morning, Mr. Mainwaring. Morning, Pike. Any letters?
Only two, sir, and they're both marked delayed by enemy action.
Good gracious me. You realise, Pike, that we haven't had any letters from head office for over 2.5 weeks. Goodness knows how many documents have been lost in air raids.
Shall I set up the Lewis gun, sir?
No, that's Wilson's job. Where is he, by the way? It's 9:15.
He's not usually late.
No, he isn't. I wonder what's happened to him.
Perhaps he's been captured.
What?
A Nazi paratrooper may have landed in the night, hidden himself, and captured him on the way to work.
Don't believe it.
Well,
I better do it myself. See who that is on the phone.
Yes, sir. Hello, Swallow Bank? No, I'm not the manager. Hang on, please. It's for you, Mr. Mainwaring. Long distance, head office.
Oh, all right. You see to the gun, will you?
Yes, sir.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Hello, Mainwaring. West here, head office.
Oh, yeah, but stop fiddling with that gun. Stop fiddling with it.
Hello, Mainwaring. Are you there?
Yes, hello, sir, yes. Here.
I'm ringing you because I'm afraid some of our letters may have been destroyed by enemy action.
Put that gun down, I say.
What's happening? What's happening?
Nothing, sir, nothing. Why?
I thought the bank was being robbed.
No. Everything's under complete control here, sir.
Well, I won't waste time, Mainwaring. This call is expensive. I just wanted to tell you that I shan't be able to send anyone to replace Wilson for several weeks. So you just have to manage the best you can.
What?
I said I shan't be able to send anyone to replace Wilson for several weeks.
Why? Where's he going?
What do you mean, where's he going? You know as well as I go where he's going. He's taking you as manager at our Eastgate branch. He applied for the job ages ago, didn't he tell you?
He's what?
Well, I wrote you about it last month.
Well, I never got the letter.
Oh, it must be one of those letters that was destroyed in an air raid. Anyway, you just have to manage the best you can. Don't forget there's a war on. I'll keep in touch. Goodbye.
holy fuck.
You're right, Mr. Mainwaring.
Wilson's been made the manager of the Eastgate branch.
Oh, I know that. Yes, Mum's ever so pleased.
Pike knew. Fucking guy, man.
Hello? Mainwaring here.
Pritchard here, Adjutant HQ.
Oh, yeah, good morning, sir.
I just wanted to tell you that Sergeant Wilson's commission has come through.
Commission?
Captain Square would like him to take up his duties with the Eastgate platoon as soon as possible.
The Eastgate platoon?
I expect you'll miss it.
Have you decided who you're going to promote in his place yet?
Well,
Well, let me know as soon as you can. I must say, Sergeant Wilson deserves his promotion. He's a good chap.
Congratulate him for me, will you? Cheerio.
He is pissed. God damn that phone.
Yes, Mainwaring here.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Mainwaring. Vicar here.
What are you going to tell me about Wilson? That he's been made Archbishop of Canterbury?
Really, Mr. Mainwaring.
I'm sorry, Vicar. I'm not quite myself this morning.
Oh, dear, aren't you? Well, look, I'm afraid I've got rather a confession to make. Well, when I say confession, of course, I don't mean that sort of confession. Because, of course, that's mostly for the RCs. What I'm trying to say is that the whist drive that is supposed to take place in the church hall on Tuesday next is tonight.
Really?
So, would you mind cancelling your parade? Otherwise, I'm going to look a bit of a fool.
All right, Vicar.
Oh, how sweet of you.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Yeah, what a...
You do look red, Mr. Mann. Shall I open the other window?
No, I'm all right. I've just had a bit of a shock, that's all. In fact, I've had several shocks this morning.
Well, I've never seen you look like this before.
Well, never mind that. Now, here, as soon as you've got time, I want you to get on your bicycle and go round to every member of the platoon and tell them that the parade is off tonight.
Yes, sir.
And then get these orders typed out and duplicated and take a copy of them to each member of the platoon.
Yes.
Right? Go and get on with your work.
Morning, Frank.
Morning, Uncle Arthur, Mr. Wilson.
Morning, sir.
What time do you call this?
Well, actually, it's 20 to 10.
Where have you been?
Well, I've been doing a little shopping. I bought this. You like it? It's for officers only, of course.
Rub it in.
And I bought some of these things as well. I don't know which I like best, the cloth ones or the brass ones, but I rather understand that you're not supposed to wear the brass ones with the battle dress.
Judas.
I beg your pardon.
Judas!
I'm awfully sorry, but I don't quite follow you.
You follow me all right, Wilson. You've been following me for years. Waiting to step into my shoes.
I don't want to step into your shoes, sir.
You must have applied for this Eastgate job weeks ago and you never said a word to me.
Thought you knew about it.
Rubbish.
But surely head office must have wrote you about it.
The letters got destroyed.
Well, that's not my fault, is it?
What about this commission?
Yes, well, Captain Square probably sort of overstepped the mark a little bit, but he's very keen to have me, you know. In fact, he said he was most impressed with what I'd done with the platoon.
What you done with the platoon?
Oh, yes, he's had his eye on me for some time now, you know.
Just because you went to some tuppenny-hipney public school?
Yes, well, I wouldn't call Meadow Bridge that.
Meadow
exactly.
Bridge. You know where I went, don't you? Eastbourne Grammar.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Well, don't be so patronising about it. I had to fight like hell to get there, and I had to fight even harder to stay there.
Well, that's all to your credit.
You never fought for anything in your life. Brought up by a nanny, father something in the city. All you had to do is just sit back and let everything come to you.
Yes, well, it wasn't really quite as simple as all that.
I've been the manager of this branch for over 10 years now. I ought to have gone on to better things years ago. Yet every time I've gone for an interview for a promotion, it's always been the same thing. What school did you go to? As soon as I told them, that was that.
Well, I'm sure that didn't really influence them.
Oh, no. I'm sure it wouldn't influence you. All they got to ask you, you'd say, oh, I was at Meadowbridge, you know. One of the better public schools. Small, but rather good.
Yes, well, there were actually over 300 boys there, you know.
Not only have I made a success of this branch, but I've taken a lot of shopkeepers and up by the bootlaces and turned them into a crack platoon.
Yes, well, I helped a bit.
Did you? I show you how I value your help, both as a platoon sergeant and a chief clerk. Be 252, will you? When I sat at this desk this morning and saw the web of intrigue that was unfolding before my eyes, I couldn't believe it. I've never... Hello, Jones. Get round to the bank here as soon as you can. Pike!
He's dropping biatch.
Now, until you're relieved by head office, you will assume the duties of chief clerk.
Pardon?
I said your chief clerk as from today.
Do you think I've got the brains for it?
I'm sure if Wilson has, you have.
But I don't talk posh like Mr. Wilson.
Never judge a book by its cover, Pike. Come in.
Mr. Mainwaring, Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
look, I can't stop long, you know. The offal's just arrived. I've got a queue a mile long, and the boy Raymond, he's looking after the shop.
Yes, all right, this won't take a minute. Get on with the work, Pike.
Yes, sir.
Now, come in, Jones. Listen very carefully to what I'm going to say. Lance Corporal Jones, I hereby promote you to sergeant. What do you think of that?
Do you think that's wise, sir?
Do you think that's wise? That's the last time you'll look down your nose at me and say that supercilious tone of voice. Do you think that's wise, sir? Well, what do you think of that, Jones? Jones?
Oh, Mr. Mainwaring, I don't know what to say. This is quite extraordinary. Promoted to sergeant? I never believed this had come true. And now to think, after all these years, I'd be able to stand in front of those brave boys with 3 stripes on every arm. Not just 1, not 2, but 3.
You see the sort of men I'm promoting? Brave, true, loyal to the last.
Mr. Mainwaring, there's just one thing. What about Mr. Wilson? We can't have 2 sergeants.
No, Mr. Wilson is leaving us. He's going to higher things. He's been promoted to second lieutenant in the Eastgate platoon.
Oh, dear. That's marvellous. I shall miss you, Mr. Wilson. Well, nobody deserves promotion more than you do, and I shall try and live up to the high ideals and to the standards of loyalty that you put up us.
Thank you very much, Josie. Very kind of you. Thank you.
Put up us.
Could you put the promotion down, please, officially? Write it down in writing, if you didn't mind, sir, so that I can have something solid to show people in the future years to come.
Yes, certainly.
Thank you, sir.
This is to confirm that you have been promoted to the rank of sergeant of the 1st Platoon of the Warmington-on-Sea Home Guard.
Home Guard.
Right, will they do? Right, now I'll have this typed out, and I'll put your name at the top and sign it.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right.
I'll get back to the shop now, Mr.
All right,
Mannering.
Josie, I'll show you out, shall I?
Yes, no need to do that. Thank you very much, Mr. Mannering.
All right,
Thank you,
Jones,
Mr. Wilson.
All right, Josie, come on,
I'll get back to the shop now.
Yes, you do that. You go back to the shop.
Yes, I'll go back to the shop now.
Yes, that's right,
Bye-bye.
Josie. You go back to the shop. That's it.
Excuse me, Mr. Mannering.
Yes.
Miss King says, can you come at once because she's got a query of a customer?
Pike,
Yes, sir?
type those orders out and duplicate them, and see that every member of the platoon gets a copy, and tell them that the parade is off for tonight.
Yes, sir.
Right.
This is to confirm that you've been promoted to the rank of sergeant of the 1st Platoon.
No.
Why has he promoted everybody else to sergeant and not me?
God fucking Pike.
Oh, well, at least I am chief clerk.
High in the clouds, drifting, dreaming apart in the clouds.
I do wish Mr. Mannering wouldn't keep using my drawers.
Shit, same size.
He hasn't arrived yet. Oh, my dear Mrs. Pike, whatever is the matter?
It's nothing. But I did want to see Mr. Mannering.
Mrs. Pike, please tell me what this is all about.
It's Arthur. He's deceived me.
I beg your pardon?
He's been made manager of the bank over at Eastgate. I thought he'd be going over there every day on the train. But he's joined the Eastgate platoon. He's been made an officer. And he's going to live over there. And I shall never see him again.
Oh, of course you'll see him again, Mrs. Pike. Eastgate's only 10 miles away.
It might just as well be 100 miles away.
Now, don't you worry, Mrs. Pike. After a while, he'll come back to you and he'll say, all these weeks I've longed for the moment when I could take you in my arms, tell you how much I've missed you. What is it, Verger?
Well, Oh, I'm sorry, Vicar. Well,
Tell me what it is you want. This is personal.
Yes, I can see that.
Just state your business.
Well, it's the harmonium in the bell tower. I can't push it on my own.
Well, I only want it moved a few feet just away from the wall where the damn patch is.
Well, I still can't manage it on my own.
Well, Mr. Mannering's men will be here soon. Get one of them to help you.
Very well, sir. I never thought I should live to see the day when His Reverence will become a victim of wartime immorality.
Don't you worry, Mrs. Pike. I'm sure everything will turn out all right in the end.
Evening.
Oh, Mr. Mannering, can't you do something about Arthur?
I'm afraid it's out of my hands now, Mrs. Pike.
Oh, I don't know what's come over him. Ambition's turned his head.
I'm the sergeant, the bully sergeant. Come with me and you shall see that a soldier
The man.
is fine.
They don't like it, Apple. Sucker guy.
Coming up.
dying, man. Chest. Another one.
Pity. Yes. Platoon. Platoon, attend. Very sloppy indeed. Now listen to me. There's going to be a few changes around here, you understand? I'm in charge now, and you can have it the easy way, or you can have it the hard way.
Hey, you.
The easy way is not very easy, and the hard way is very, very hard.
Kinky.
Now, let's have a look at you. Yeah. Stand up straight, Pike! You're as peely wally as a rotten banana. Godfrey. You'll have to pull your socks up while you know, or you'll be out in your ear. I'm not carrying any passengers in my platoon. I'm watching you, Walker. Just put one foot wrong, and I'll have ye. You get me? A last warning, Jones. Unless your drill improves, I'll take that stripe away.
I think he's seen now.
Back up your ideas, all of ye. And remember, my name's Sergeant Fraser. Fraser, spelled B-A-S-T-A-R-D.
That's not really how you spell it, is it?
Hey!
The vicar says you've got to give me a hand with the harmonium.
Oh, me give a hand with harmonium.
It's got to be shifted.
Eh?
Or perhaps you'd like me to tell the others what you've just been saying.
All right, where is it?
In the bell tower. Come on. You better take your jacket off as well. Oh, it's hot work shifting that harmonium.
Right.
Oh, man, Fraser. Oh, shit. Great.
Platoon, attain, hut. Right. Now that I've been made up to sergeant, I don't want you lot to worry about me being too regimental. Now, for instance, when I call to roll, if there's someone who's not here and he's a regular customer of mine, and he spends, say, what, £2 or more a week, I'll mark him here, present. On the other hand, if I find someone's not cleaned his brasses, I'll overlook it. Always providing, of course, he buys the metal polish off me to clean it with.
Excuse me, Mr. Walker. Excuse me. Could you give me a hand to shift the harmonium?
Oh, no, I don't know about that. I mean, not now I've been made a sergeant. I mean, I don't think I ought to do that sort of thing. Did you know I was made a sergeant?
Very nice. Won't take a minute.
Hello. Better take this jacket off. Make my nice new stripes dirty. It's very dusty up in that bell tower.
Oh, shit.
Can't understand why Captain Manners recently promoted me to being sergeant. I mean, I'm not sure I can carry out the duties, but of course I shall do my best.
I'm sure you will, Mr. Godfrey.
Excuse me, I have to wash my hands. Hello, Pikey. You seen Mr. Godfrey?
Yeah, he's in there.
Has he got his first aid kit with him?
Yes, why?
Well, I cut my finger on my rifle bolt. I wanted to put a bandage on it.
Right, that was a good job, well done, Taffy.
God, I'm not here to shift furniture, especially now that I must... Hold on.
Blimey.
I really think it must be a mistake.
Well, of course it must, Mr. Godfrey. You can't have two sergeants.
I'm going to see Mr. Mainwaring. There must be some
Very good, Captain Mainwaring. I excuse you, say. Right, now then, platoon, platoon.
Blimey. I really think you ought to speak to Mr. Wilson, you know.
I'm having nothing more to do with it, Vicar. I wash my hands of the entire affair.
Captain Mainwaring?
Yeah.
I've fallen the private in. What shall I do with the sergeants?
Wacky, boys.
Come in.
Ah. Well, I'm just off, sir. I thought I'd get the 9:30 to Eastgate.
Why are you going now? It's only Wednesday. You don't take up your position in Eastgate until Monday.
That's what I know. They've been having a lot of difficulty over there, sir. You see, the manager's been called up, and Mr. West from the head office is going to stay on in Eastgate in order to show me the ropes.
Mr. West of head office, eh? We are honoured. Why are you travelling in uniform?
Oh, I don't know, just sort of, kind of handy, you know.
Rubbish!
Show
You're
off.
travelling in uniform so that you can parade up and down the platform looking for salutes.
And why not? You did.
How do you mean?
The day you got your new uniform, I followed you.
You followed me?
Yes, I did. And I watched you go up and down the high street 3 times looking for a serviceman to salute you, and in the end you had to make do with a sea scout.
Say what you have to say and go.
Well, I've just come to say goodbye, sir. I wondered if you'd like to come up to the station and see me off.
I certainly would not. Our relationship ends here and now.
Oh, really, sir? After all we've been through together, for heaven's sake. Can't we let bygones be bygones?
Don't try to soft soap me.
Well, goodbye.
Damn.
Bye.
Crazy.
And if I did look for salutes, at least I did them properly. That salute you just gave me was rotten.
I think you've done very well these last 3 days, Wilson.
Thank you very much, sir.
You know, we had thought of promoting you to manager several times over the last few years.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes, if it hadn't been for Mainwaring, you'd have had your own branch ages ago.
Oh? What did he say?
Oh, he only said that, in his opinion, you didn't show enough initiative.
Oh. Oh, did he?
Well, you certainly proved him wrong. And speaking for myself, I think you'll make an excellent manager.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much indeed.
Well, it's nearly 1 o'clock. I just close the bank and get back to London. I expect you're busy with the Home Guard being Saturday afternoon.
That's right, yes, yes.
Here are the keys.
Ah, thank you.
From Monday morning, Wilson, you will be sitting in that chair. At 9 o'clock, you will enter this office and take your place at that desk as manager. How do you feel about it?
Awfully nice.
Speechless.
Good luck, Wilson.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much indeed.
High in the clouds, drifting, dreaming, far from the...
Morning. Good morning. What a lovely day. Morning. See you in a moment or two. Morning.
Wow. The other side of the table. He's like, I'm the man. Like a kid, man.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Boyle.
I've got several rather important items for you to deal with, sir.
Oh, well, all in good time, Mr. Boyle. All in good time. I'd rather like to have a little word with the staff first.
Very well, sir.
Right.
Mr. Wilson would like to have a word with you. Will you all come into the office, please?
Yes, I thought it might be rather a nice idea if we were to have a little chat together so that we might all get to know each other, you see?
Yes, of course.
Right, come along then. Do what you can. That's it, that's right. Right, now, are we all here? Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, before we start work today, I thought it might be quite a nice idea just to meet you and have a little word together. Now, I would like you to understand that I like to work in a nice, quiet, relaxed kind of atmosphere. Do you understand? Now, if you have any worries, I don't want you to be upset at all, but just come along to my office, tap on the door, and as long as you see the name A. Wilson, manager, I wanted to give you a feeling of security and confidence. So just tap on the door, come in, and I shall be always here to see you and look after you, all right? Right, but now there are one or two little...
There are the sirens, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
We'd better go down to the shelter.
Yes, I suppose we have. Yes. All right, well, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic. It's perfectly all right. Perfectly all right. Keep right on. We can do those papers in the shelter, can't we, Mr. Boy? Ah, come along, my dear. What a very pretty blouse you're wearing. Absolutely
Sitting
lovely.
on
Where did
her.
you get that?
I hope Uncle Arthur's all right.
Oh, he'll be all right. The devil looks after his own.
Oh, my God.
After all, they haven't had one single bomb on Eastgate yet.
Jinx, 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 jinx. Oh, shit. Holy fuck, bro. Oh, boy.
But this is very upsetting, sir.
Well, of course, the bank was completely gutted.
But how are you going to carry on?
We're not. We're going to close down the Eastgate branch and put all the business over to Hastings.
Must be the shortest appointment in history.
Well, how do you mean?
Well, at 9 o'clock, the poor chap was manager of a bank, and at 5 past, he had no bank to manage.
He's loving that.
How's he taking it?
Oh, you can never tell with Wilson. He's not the sort of chap to show much emotion.
Yes. Well, we must all carry on doing our bit, Mainwaring.
Yes, yes, certainly, we must, sir. Yeah. Bye. Hello, Wilson. Come in. I've just had head office on the phone.
Oh.
They're very sorry.
Ah.
And may I say how very sorry I am, too?
Thank you, sir.
It's most unfortunate.
Yes, it is. Yes. Most unfortunate, yes.
No, don't sit down. I'm rather busy. I've had a word with GHQ, and they're quite agreeable for you to keep your rank.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah. Get them sewn on by tonight. That's all.
Wow. Oh, man. The victim was funny, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you loved this. Hope you had a great time watching alongside me. A lot of incredibly funny moments. We got to talk about it. Hold on a second. Thank you again. Thank you again. Woo-wee. Ladies and gentlemen, man, this was a spectacular episode. The truth comes out a little bit, and we've always had this feeling. Well, now you get to see a little bit more what Mainwaring really thinks and how he feels. We've always seen ambition off of Wilson, and he's taking it to the next level here. So it's a bittersweet moment. Obviously, for me personally, the way the rank right now is established with, Mainwaring running the shots, Wilson second in command, and Jonesy third, that is the way that I prefer it by far. But man, Mainwaring had to get his little jabs in there at the end. and the guy he's talking to, the bank dude, and he's like, okay, Wilson was at 9 o'clock, manager, and 5 minutes after, no more, man. So he had to get his licks in. He had to get his jabs in on my boy Wilson on this episode. A lot of crazy, funny moments. I did enjoy the moment there with the vicar, and then my man's coming in there after he's hugging Mrs. Pike. And yeah, he's overhearing there, and he's jumping the gun and shit. So we enjoyed that moment with the vicar and the other dude right now. That shit was a great moment there. But yeah, a lot of crazy moments here. We seen Mainwaring angry, Pike, you stupid boy, in many scenarios. But this is definitely going to take the cake. I mean, he was having a bad day. You could say a bad week, essentially, just in general, because he just got hit with the news left and right. That he got promoted to bank manager at the Eastgate, and then he's going to have his own platoon. So, so this is whole new shit. Again, we've always thought, obviously, Wilson has wanted to, kind of run this show. It's been like that, even though he's all passive and shit. He's always wanted to run the show. I mean, power is I don't know, it's something that is sought after from many. Some people get their rocks off on that shit, and striving to better yourself and all that stuff. So, at the end of the day, you kind of feel bad for Wilson, even though he's always been very slick and sly, undermining and Mainwaring. He's been, always laughing at Mainwaring a lot of times. And you can see that Mainwaring definitely has moments where he can feel inferior to Wilson. Because even with the school situation, that he didn't go to, I guess, as esteemed public school that Wilson went to a definitely a much better prestigious school that, had he mentioned his own school, he doesn't get the job, get a job, or, he gets looked the other way. So, so I can see and feel, him feeling a lot inferior, and that rage, man, was crazy, because you got Pikey coming in, and Mainwaring is setting up that, the Lewis gun, and the phone rings and shit. So, when obviously Pike answers and is like, yo, Mainwaring's for you. You got an important call, whatever. And he tells Pike, all right, go do the shit. And then he's fucking making noise and stuff. So, listen, we understand a lot of times while, freaking Mainwaring's like, you stupid boy. He's dropping his shit. He's making a noise. He's making a goofball shit. And that is what we love about Pike. He does a lot of funny, he's in a lot of funny ass moments. It blows my mind, obviously, for comedy purposes, but, you keep asking this young kid, to do a lot of these scenarios, man. He's just not up to the damn task and shit, even when he got promoted, he was happy, but he's like, I don't know, I can really do this shit. He was second guessing himself, but, we were in that couple of seconds where his little promotion, we were happy for the lad. It looked like everybody was winning, right? But when you hear him tell Pike to, photocopy, send it all to the platoon, you're just like, man. So obviously that part is a little predictable, that shit is gonna hit the fan, and boy, did it hit the fan. And what great scenes there by Jonesy, Walker and Frazier, even Godfrey as well, and the other chap coming in at the end with the Band-Aid situation. I forgot his name. I don't remember everybody's names, guys. If it's not a main character, forgive me, guys. But anyways, great moments there with Jonesy, chiming in, miming it a little bit. I just fucking love that guy. That guy is fucking crazy. Frazier there doing a spectacular performance there too. You can see, man, that guy is that guy that talks so much shit about someone and then changes it up. So him getting some sort of power, or thinking he's getting it, obviously he's getting 3 stripes, right? Everybody's getting 3 stripes. You can see, man, what power can do to a man. It goes right to the head. So all these guys having their own little performance and how they would essentially gather the troops, get them all to fall into a line was very funny scenario. Walker, especially too, even when he has his little ciggy, he's popping it in his gun. Oh man, that shit was funny. Godfrey, like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I'll do the best I can. You feel for him, man. That guy, man, is just a blessing on the show. I love the Godfrey as well. Just seeing everybody get into these scenarios. Then obviously, I forgot the guy's name right now, but not the vicar, but the other guy. He was getting everybody to help him out. He was like, Fraser, I will tell the troops there. So when he was listening in on Fraser, I thought that was such a great moment there. It was a funny ass scenario. So I feel like this episode especially had a lot of great moments. Miss Pike coming in crying, with the vicar, when the vicar was sitting down and shit. He had that funny line about the drawers and shit, man. I told him not to use my drawers, man. I'm thinking the funny ass shit. So great moment there. He had a nice moment with Mrs. Pike hugging on her, and then the guy, coming in and eavesdropping a little bit. Oh, Pike eavesdropping on the door was funny as hell too. I mean, this episode had a little bit of everything, but I'm definitely not that surprised because again, Wilson has always been kind of ambitious. You've seen moments he's wanted to be leading and all that stuff, and it's not quite worked out in his scenario there. But do you guys feel any sort of sympathy for my man Wilson? Let me know in the comments down below. I definitely feel a little bit bad for him. I don't think there is nothing wrong with striving to better, I guess, in a sense, he's trying to better himself. He wants to lead, man. Just looking at the sign on the door, man, he was gutted at the end there, and he's like, oh shit. In his head, he's like, oh, back to square one, back to the usual antics here. But I think it was a really strong episode, a lot of funny moments here. These characters continue to amaze me on each episode, and it's another one that I feel like this was another banger episode. A little sadness there at the end is just, again, tugs on your heartstrings. So does anybody feel any remorse for Wilson? Let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think about how Mainwaring was acting and shit like that? Because he was so pissed off that he had that line where Wilson did the salute and shit. At least I did my salute properly. He was going on a tangent today, man. I have never seen this guy this angry. This is the most angry we have seen him. And, man, he was funny. So do you guys think that Mainwaring was in any fault? Or you think it was just him just being so insecure, or inferior, feeling inferior, that it just, all that shit, all those feelings gets the best of him? And, was it fucked up in any part to you? Do you guys feel like it was a little fucked up? I felt like he was definitely being really cold with Wilson. I know they got this pass and shit, and a journey that they've had for quite some time. So he was kind of like, fuck off, man. Like, get the fuck out. So I don't know how you guys feel. You'll let me know in the comments down below. I'm torn because Mainwaring's my boy, and we appreciate and we like the way he runs shit. So, when someone wants to leave and has bigger aspirations, it's going to change the tide a little bit there. So I don't know, man. I'm a little torn, man. Man, I just had a great time watching it. Hopefully that resonates with you all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, just thank you for accompanying me on my journey. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Absolutely free to do. You know the drill. Thank you to those who already do that stuff. I really do appreciate that. If you're new, you find yourself enjoyed, don't forget to hit it. It's free to do. And shout out to the patrons as well. Thanks for your support. Links are always in the description section if you're curious for that. Let me know if you're enjoying the show alongside me. It is a blast watching this show, man. I really do look forward to watching it week to week. Thank you guys. We'll see you soon. Take care. Be well. See you soon. Peace.